If you just had surgery or you're about to have surgery, you are gonna wanna recover and be as healthy as possible before and after your surgery. So in this video, I'm gonna give you all the information that you need to recover quickly with no complications so you can be back to your amazing self in no time. Hi everyone, my name is Jamie, and this is Jamie in January. This is a perpetual state of renewal and self-improvement. So that is the kind of content I make. If you're interested, consider subscribing, and let's get into this video. I wanted to make this video today because I just had foot surgery and it really threw me off my normal routine. And as a nurse, I'm making this video today because I personally just had surgery on my foot. I had bunion surgery, and as a nurse, I know all the right things to do. And I went even further beyond that because it was my foot and I knew it was gonna throw me off for 6 to 8 weeks. And I wanted to make sure that I healed as best as I possibly could. And in making that list, I thought I would share it with you. So let's get into the tips I have for you to heal beautifully from surgery so you can get back to being you. And tip number 1 is to follow your doctor's pre and post-op instructions perfectly. You'll most likely get pre-op instructions on activity or medicines you should avoid. You shouldn't smoke or drink before surgery. You can't take ibuprofen or aspirin or anticoagulants. They'll even have some herbal supplements that you're not supposed to take. So follow those because all of that will impede your healing if you're bleeding from taking those kinds of meds. They may also have certain activity instructions, activity restrictions, which we'll talk more about that. But whatever it is that your doctor has told you to do before and surgery and after surgery, follow those guidelines. Next, you need to support your immune system. You need to support your immune system before and after having surgery, which means you should be in the best possible shape physically and having a very good diet before your surgery. There's also some supplements you can take before surgery. For my surgery, I took a vitamin called e.l.f. And it comes in like a bundle of 2 weeks pre-op vitamin supplements and 2 weeks post-op. So that way you have all of the vitamin C and iron and minerals and nutrients that you need before you have surgery, and it will support you after you have surgery. Get that cleared by your own doctor, but the e.l.f. vitamins also don't have any of the vitamins that could put you at risk for increased bleeding. Right after surgery, you might not be able to tolerate solid foods for a little while, but you still want to stay hydrated. So be sure to drink your 6 to 8 ounce glasses of water throughout the day. You can also incorporate things like coconut water or a Pedialyte if you feel like you need to replace your electrolytes. I always add chia seeds to my water because then I'm getting some omega-3s, and I just feel like chia seed water hydrates me better. But drinking a lot of water after surgery will also help flush all of that anesthesia out of your body, which can stay in your body for days and really, really take a toll on your energy and your mobility after surgery. I mentioned you might not be able to tolerate solid foods very well, so whatever you do eat, you need to make it count. You have to eat nutrient-dense foods. You want to increase your vitamin C and you want to increase your protein for wound healing. In the first few days after surgery, if I'm especially nauseated, I make sure that I have pressed juices and protein shakes, because at least then I'm getting in some nutrients, I'm staying hydrated until I can start to incorporate nutrient-dense foods like lean meats, eggs, fresh fruits, and vegetables. You need to increase your fiber, so you'll want to get those fresh fruits and vegetables in your diet. Depending on what type of surgery you had, you're gonna wanna move. You need to be mobile to prevent things from like blood clots, and it just promotes healing to have some kind of movement. But a lot of times your doctors will say no cardiovascular exercise or increase in heart rate for 6 to 8 weeks, which for me is so frustrating because that's what I like to do. I like to run, and I can never do that if I've had a surgery. So, but do stretch, walk around your house, continue to move and get up every hour or so as tolerated, and of course if cleared by your doctor. Do not smoke any nicotine products or anything. Don't smoke, period. And don't drink alcohol while you're recovering from surgery. There's a number of reasons for this. Before and after surgery, smoking obviously of any type of substance decreases your oxygen saturation and it prevents healing. So it can really delay your healing process. You do not want to smoke. Plus, smoking is bad for your lungs and you need to have full lung capacity and oxygen perfusion while recovering from surgery. So no smoking and no alcohol. Alcohol puts you at a more increased risk for bleeding and increases the risk of infection. So avoid alcohol and don't drink or smoke pre and post-op. Make sure while you're healing from surgery that you practice a lot of self-care. You might not be able to get up and about and do what you normally like to do, so you're gonna have to find things to sort of fill that void in the meantime that are positive. So doing things like journaling, try out meditation, some things that your active, busy lifestyle wouldn't normally allow you to do. Do your gentle stretching, have a list of good movies or good Netflix series to watch. Although I'll tell you, by the time I was able to get up and walk after the foot surgery, I never wanted to watch TV again. And rest and sleep. I was so surprised at how tired I felt after my foot surgery because it just seemed like this tiny little area that I had surgery on, and yet I was completely exhausted and it was hard to sleep. Anesthesia in your system can just make you feel terrible. So whatever you can do to get a better night's sleep, you need to try that. If you are having a surgery where you have to be on your back, getting a neck pillow, like a travel pillow, can really be helpful because it can kind of stabilize you on your back. Getting wedges for your feet so that getting wedges for your feet and legs in bed. Off Amazon, they're just like leg wedge pillows. Those can be helpful to keep you lying flat on your back. And you need to allow yourself to sleep at least 7 to 9 hours at night and nap during the day if you need to, because right now your body is struggling and right now your body is working hard to heal. So fatigue is totally normal. Be patient, hydrate, take your vitamins, eat nutrients-dense foods, and if you need some help on good ways to have a good night's sleep, I'm gonna link my How to Get a Good Night's Sleep video right here. And I'm so glad you are here with me in this video. I hope you have a speedy healing and are back to your normal self in no time.